What's up, all you cool kids? This is Daisy Collins of TsunamiRose.net. Welcome back to my channel as I go live here every single day, Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, going live doing junk journal related projects as I am doing today. Today, I decided I am going to be doing string quilts for the inside of my little golden book. Which is the next junk journal collection, which I'll be working on. So these particular pieces that I'm making, these string quilts that are really easy to make, you guys. If you guys have never made a quilt before, I've never made a quilt before, and these are really easy for me. So I'm going to be using these other scrap fabric quilts that I made. These are in my shop. I'm going to be using sections of this for the outside cover, for the outside spine. The inside spine, I'm going to have these string quilts. So I need to make, I think I said I'm going to start with 10 little golden book junk journals, and then I'll move on from there. So I need to make 10 of these string quilts. They're going to be one per book. I might not use all of this. It might be half of it. I'm not sure exactly, but I decided to make them this size. And I'm using tissue paper as the base for this. So you sew the fabric onto the tissue paper. I've used other kind of paper before, but you know what? Tissue paper is actually the best that I've found. And you can also cut it to size, whatever size you want. I cut this using my cutting board and my what is that called? The rolling cutter thingy. I forget what that thing is called. Hi, Stacy. Hi. I used my rotary blade. Oh my gosh. Yes, my rotary blade to cut the tissue paper actually to size. And so I got this size. The only measurement I really got was 8 inches. So it should be 8 inches wide. I'm not sure how tall it is, but I just made sure that this piece right here is going to be tall enough for my junk journal here. So now that I'm looking at my string quilt, I should have, let's see, how should I do this? Like this? No, I guess it is like that. Like that. Yep. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. You could also do them straight, I guess. I could try one straight. I'll try one straight. And then after you're done sewing it, you take off the tissue paper. So there's no tissue paper in the back right now on that piece because I finished it. But let's go ahead and start. Like I said, this is a piece of tissue paper. This is a piece of parchment paper because I have glue on my ironing mat. I have glue on my ironing mat, so I use a piece of parchment paper to keep that from sticking to whatever it is I am ironing. Okay, so what you're going to be doing is you're going to have scraps of fabric, right? You need at least, I would say 1.5 inches minimum. 2 inches is preferred. Hi, Christine, and hi, Margarita. Hello. Okay. And I don't think you have to, but I want to iron my strip here because it's kind of messy. It doesn't take much to iron it straight. So what we're going to do for this one, I'm going to make the lines vertical. So I will start with this fabric, and we're going to put this fabric the wrong side up, so right side down. And you don't want it to be too big of a piece. And then we're going to get our sewing machine. You guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Like that. Okay, that's better. And then I'm just using a straight stitch with default settings, so I'm not making any longer stitches or any shorter. It's just whatever the machine says is a straight stitch. This project is great even if you struggle to sew a straight line like I do. So like I said, right side of the fabric was face down, and now we're going to flip the fabric back. and we're gonna iron it. Now we're gonna grab our next piece of fabric. Actually, I want it to be pink, somewhat pink. This is good, this is good. Like I said, 1.5 to 2 inches is best. I prefer 2 inches myself for this project. And we have scraps and scraps still of fabric left. Okay, so now comes our next piece. And this piece, again, we're gonna sew fabric, right side of the fabric side down. And we are going to sew over the edge that we just sewed on. So put this right on top of that fabric. Back to your sewing machine, and you are going to leave a nice sized margin. Nothing little, you want a nice sized margin. That's why you want a nice piece size of fabric. I'm putting quite a nice bit of border here. As you can see, this is what I mean by margin, from here to where you started stitching. We're going to fold this piece over. We're going to iron it. Hi, Happy Maker. And now we're going to go to our next piece of fabric, which I'm going to use this blue one. Right side of the fabric down. Cut the excess. This is great for when you have long strip scraps. Perfect for that. Oops. Okay. It's okay if you go crooked. This project is very forgiving. Now we're gonna iron this back. Nothing has to be straight. I never worry about that with the junk journal. Maybe if you're making a quilt, but we're not making quilts here. This is for junk journals. So that's what I like to use my fabric and stuff for. Next, I think I'll use this polka dot fabric. It's kind of fun. So let me iron it because it's a little messy. Oop. Kind of hard to iron. I don't know. Okay, so I usually don't iron anything. So I'm struggling. Okay, so let's get this right here. If the line is a little uneven on the next one, just kind of meet it in the middle somewhere. Like that. So maybe the edge over here is covered. Put that there. I'm making sure I'm in shot. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so now we put this fabric back. Iron. There is a lot of ironing in this project. Okay, so the next fabric I have is this yellowish fabric. It's really pretty. Iron it out. And we just keep on going right here on top of the fabric. Right side fabric down. I did have to clear my desk off to have enough space for the iron to sit. It kind of forced me to clean off my desk a little. Okay. Hello, Jude. Okay, so now we're gonna fold this back. See, now that finished off this part right here. We don't need any more fabric over here on this side. That is it. So now we move on to this side right here. Just make sure it's all nice and flat. Now we move on to this side. I think I used this fabric here. This fabric is cute. It's a little too long though. That is good. Actually, I want this other piece. Do I? No, that's fine. Okay. This is good. This is good. Goes back in the scrap pile as we work through this. Actually, this could use a little bit of an iron. So just a little bit. Linda K. Hi, Linda K. How are you, girl? I'm happy you're here too. This is fun. String quilts are a lot of fun, actually. Because you know, there's really no right or wrong. Just put your scraps there. I'm sure you guys have scrap fabric and tissue paper at home, so you already have everything to do this project right here, basically. Okay. So this one is going to need one more piece. Let's put a polka dot at the very end. Let me iron this. This is a really fun project. Really fast. Well, once you get the hang of it, it is pretty fast. Once you sort through your scraps. That is the hard part, is sorting through your scraps, picking out the ones that are right size for this project in particular. Okay, let's get this together. Okay, so that's the last piece of this one. Okay, and because I don't want to warp my cutting board because of the heat, I'm going to go cut this down to size. You can see where the tissue paper is. I'm going to cut this down to size and be right back. Give me 1 second. Okay. So that is what we've done. Now that I've cleaned it up with my rotary cutter, it looks really good. And like I said, I'm going to use this on the spine. It's actually going to be on the inside of this journal. These parts right here are probably going to end up being tucked in, but that's okay. Take off the tissue paper. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn this quilt material, we're going to turn this into paper with my heat and bond method, which I'll be doing in another video coming up, because I am going to start putting these junk journals together really soon. So stay tuned for that because that's a whole new set of tasks that I got going on. Just take off all this tissue paper here like it's a present. It's really easy to rip off. So whatever material you use to sew on top of, you have to make sure that the paper will come off cleanly. I have tried some papers that I thought would work well, and it didn't. It just didn't come off. The fabric didn't want to come off the paper. So I've done a couple of fail videos with with different paper I thought would work, but this tissue paper is actually the best, definitely. And who doesn't have tissue paper already? So that is our little fabric piece. So like I said, we are going to turn into journal covers. I think my colors are a little off. I don't know because this is a little dull. I don't know. Anyways, so let's do another one. Because like I said, I have to do about 10 of these different little pieces here. They're all going to be the same size. So they're all going to be able to be interchangeable. But let's do another one. What's up, boo-boo? What's up? Why are you so sad, boo-boo? You have the door open? What do you want? That boy. And you can really use any color thread because you can't really see it from the side that we're going to actually put into our journals. You can't see it, so I would say go ahead and use any colored thread, really. I don't really see it, but I'm using beige, which I have a lot of, so beige it is. Who's here? I haven't looked up at the screen in a minute. So I saw Happy Maker, I saw Margarita. Jude is here. Hi, Jude. Linda, hello, Linda, and Om. Hi, Om. How are you? How is everybody? Okay. So let's continue on with this fun. Because again, this is actually a really fun project. Now this one I'm going to do this way. And you can always cut your piece of fabric afterwards, so you make sure you have enough fabric. And I'm basically going to go from corner. I'm going to sew this from corner to corner down here. So let's get my sewing machine. Let's make sure we're in shot here because I can never tell. There we go. Happy Maker. I'm watching this on a Samsung phone because my computer isn't working. I think the thumbs down, it's not in the chat. It is outside the chat. YouTube is so weird. Oh, I already pulled the paper too far. Whoops. But here we go. It doesn't exactly have to be corner to corner. It's fine. Okay. Oh, shiz. I did this wrong. Okay. We'll do the next one correctly. It's okay. I did this. The first one that I did wrong is fine. The next one I have to get right, though. It's supposed to be right side of the fabric face down. But luckily, with the first one, it doesn't really matter. But you should do it. Boo-boo, why are you so sad? You open the door for him to look outside, and he wants to go hang out with his dad. Why? Oh, you see him crying? That's him crying because he wants to go to my husband's bedroom. Okay, hang on. I have to open the door for him, or he'll just keep crying and crying. Boo-boo. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this one we are going to iron back. See, I missed a little bit there. That's fine. That's fine. I'll live. You can see the stitch there. That's okay. Okay, so next, let's do this one. This one's pretty. This one, need to iron. Okay, so this I need to put properly. It doesn't really matter in what order you really do this. You can do one here, then one here, or start in the middle and then do off to one side and then do the left. It's fine. Whatever makes you happy. Fabric side down. We're off to the edge right here. There's a lot of extra fabric on this one. Okay. Flip that side over. You can see all this extra fabric. You can go along and cut it off right now, or like I do with my rotary cutter, that's when I cut it off. All off. Okay, so now got this piece here to do. And we can use small pieces. It'll take us a couple of pieces to actually finish, but it makes it a little bit more interesting. Is this enough for this other side? No. Okay, so it has to be enough for this. Fabric correct side down. Way too often. Sorry. Okay. Roll the fabric over and iron. You can use the smallest pieces you have. You can always tell if it's going to be big enough if you put the camera properly here. It's all crooked. Okay. You could always tell if you're going to have enough space if you put the fabric on top and then you fold it over like a little bit and you see there's a little corner here missing. That means you're not going to, that fabric isn't big enough. So if you do want to find one that's big enough, you're going to have to look for one that's wider than that and keep testing it. Like, see this piece right here, that's definitely enough. See how wide this needs to be. Okay, so like over here. This piece is cut all sorts of crooked, so that's why that's why I'm like trying to check which piece of the fabric here I want to use. There we go. Okay. There. Okay, so let's do this one. Fabric side down, right side of the fabric side down. Get my little sewing machine. Oh, and if you guys need to know, the sewing machine that I use is the Brothers Project Runway. Try to show it. Limited edition CE1125 PRW. That is my sewing machine. That's the one I use. I'd say it's pretty good. I'd say it does the job. I don't do anything complicated really. So for me and my junk journaling needs, it's perfect. It has really nice stitches, and it's pretty user friendly. Okay, so we are going to put this fabric back. iron it, and now we gotta finish off this side. I'm looking through my stash here. I have this kind of blue fabric. Let's see. These are the inside of bed sheets. So this is like, I don't know, one of the borders or something. So this piece is really nice and creased. Very well creased. Okay, this piece is not straight. I can tell right now it's not straight, but that's okay. So it's a little bit too wide though. It's a little bit too wide. You could always cut it down. And now, now it's not wide enough. You know what? It's okay. It's so crooked, which you could use crooked ones, but it just bothers me because I'm trying to, you know, keep it kind of straight. And this would be crooked, which I'm not. It's a look. It's a choice. It's just not what I want to make right now. So let me, here we go. This is more of a piece I want to use. It's more straight. So let's do that. Lay it on top, face side down. I mean, correct side down. Okay. And let's get this iron farther away from my hand. I could feel the heat. As I was lowering the needle, I'm like, oh no. Danger. Okay. Okay. This fabric piece back. So much fun with all these fabrics. I feel like I'll never run out of them, and then when I get close to it, I get really nervous. Thank you, Jude. You're too nice. You're too kind. Too kind. Too kind. Let's see about this blue. This blue would be kind of small on here, but that's okay. I just really like how it like goes with this piece right here. It's got to give it some blue. Put our fabrics on top of each other. And we're just sewing a nice straight line. Boy. Oh, he needs to go inside that room because he's not allowed to. That boy ain't right. Okay, so that makes a pretty blue right there. Hi, Northern Craftaholic UK. Boo-boo. Boo-boo. Give me a second. He needs to go in that room. Why are you so silly, boo-boo? Call him. Oh my goodness, he had to. He's so demanding. While he's out here, he wants the door open to see outside. Now he wants to go in my husband's room. That boy is too much. He's just too much. Oh, I need another blue. I do have this. This will do. But this will pretty much do it. Okay. This is perfect. If you're just, I don't mean to threaten you with these scissors, but if you're if you're new to sewing and you're new to like working with fabrics and you've gone to Joann's and you see the price of the fabrics. So when you're new to sewing and you don't want to buy crazy expensive fabric to just cut into strips, go to the thrift shops and look for really pretty bed sheets. You'll get so much fabric. You can also check the type of fabric that it is, so you can get all cotton if that's what you want to work with. I've worked with all kinds of fabric and I didn't find it a problem with the projects that I'm doing. But definitely go out and get bed sheets because you get so much fabric for your money. And if you're just practicing or if you're just making these junk quilts or looking for fabrics for your junk journals, definitely go with bed sheets. Definitely. Of course, clean them and everything before you make projects out of them, but I have not had any issues yet. No issues here. So right side of the fabric down. And then we will sew. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, this looks great. Yeah, he's busy answering messages for my store. That boy's gotta have a job. He can't. Nobody eats for free in my house. Nobody. Not even the cat. See, so there's one type of fabric that you should watch out for. And it's what I guess is almost like 100% polyester. I don't even know why would they make bed sheets out of polyester, but when they are a high polyester blend, you can feel it almost feels plasticky. It feels really slick, and it doesn't feel like it would be warm. It feels like very fresh material. And the only reason why I say watch for this is because in quilting or in making quilt material, you iron a lot, and this material literally shrinks because it's plastic. So watch out for that. Keep an eye out for that. This is going to be literally the smallest piece ever, but we got to use it. But we need it. Side to side, front side to front side. One of my arms is going to be sore today because I keep using it to bring out my sewing machine back and forth. I'm going to get really strong today. That looks good right there. Thank you, Jude. If you guys haven't already, do join us at the Junk Journal Cool Kids group on Facebook. We all post our junk journal related projects there. If you're working along with me and you want to post what you did, feel free to post a photo there so we can all check it out. Let me go ahead and we are going to go on to the next one. You can't really see what this one's stand, just leaving it like this. Give me a second. Let's see. Okay, last cut here. Okay. So this one here has a lot of little pieces compared to, say, this one. Definitely has like twice as much fabric. Either one is fun to do. So I can do them different directions. Of course, you can do them like this. You can do them like this. This type. You could also have them be crooked. I didn't want to, but you could. Second. Let's go and do a couple more. Again, I'm using tissue paper as my base. And I made them particularly this size because are the size that I need for my little golden books right here. As you can see, there's about an inch above and an inch below, which is what's going to get tucked into the book itself. So, or actually, no, this one's actually going to be the size of the journal. Now that I think about it, oh yeah. No, this one is the size of the journal because it's the inside cover. Duh, so it's actually going to go this way. Okay. Okay, I understand now. That works too. Okay. So let's keep going. I'm going to do another one going this way, I think. I just feel like it. Okay, so I have this fabric here, which is, you know, whatever. It's scrap fabric. This, of course, bed sheets always have like, you know, a pretty side of the pattern and then like a whatever side of the pattern. So this is kind of the whatever side of the pattern. So you want to do the right side of the fabric facing down. Anywhere here. It could be crooked. It's fine. It wouldn't make any difference. So we are using a straight stitch just at a regular default setting. I didn't make it any longer or anything. Just whoops, whatever the machine says. So here we go. Okay. And I was out of bobbin, of course. Of course, I didn't sew anything. Okay. So I'm actually using up all of my bobbins. I have a bunch of bobbins made up and I just haven't used that color. So I'm using even scrap bobbins. In my mind, these are scrap bobbins. Because they're just like little bits of thread on a bobbin that is really not good enough for a big project. So I just use them for little projects like this. Bobbin color doesn't matter. Okay, so we're back to trying this again. Here we go again. Attempt number 2 here. Okay, so now we need to iron this back. Okay. Is it even? No, it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. Okay, so here's this one. This one is pretty wide, but it's also very beautiful. I love this fabric. Oops, oops, oops. Okay. Okay. This darn parchment paper. If I didn't have this parchment paper here, I wouldn't have any problem with it. I have to buy a new ironing. Desk ironing. What is this thing called? Desk ironing board. something like that. Because I got glue. I got glue on it. Maybe I can sew a piece of fabric right on top. And then I wouldn't get glue anywhere. Yeah, that would work. I could do that. Who's here? Who have I not said hi to? Hi, Jane. I don't know. I think I haven't said hi, Kat. Hi, Kat. Carol, hello. Okay, so again, this is tissue paper. That's what I'm sewing on. Oh, and if you guys haven't entered my YouTube giveaway, make sure you check out my YouTube giveaway and enter. You just have to leave a comment. That's all I ask. Leave a comment. Okay, so let's do this fabric here. Oh, that's way too much for this fabric. Okay, so this one's a little bit thinner. This one will do. Put this pink fabric. I like this. These are going to be real scrappy. Real scrappy quilts. Okay. Just thinking right now, like my ironing board has glue on it, so I could, in theory, sew a piece of fabric where it has glue, right? I'm gonna try it. Why not? Well, okay. I'm on Wi-Fi. Wow. Just realized right now I'm on Wi-Fi. So I hope I'm okay. And I'm on the slow Wi-Fi. Why am I on Wi-Fi? So annoying. Things I should check before I go live. Okay. So this we're going to iron right here. And we're just going to keep on going. Scrappy bits to put on here. Let me iron this piece. I love that this fabric right here. I'm gonna miss it. This one was actual fabric. It's such beautiful fabric. So sad. Okay. 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 Love, love, love this brown fabric. And these can be as scrappy as you want them to be. You can really, really get all your scraps out. Sew them together. And it looks fabulous. Here. You got more scraps, you guys. Like you just get scraps on scraps on scraps when you start with your fabric. Okay, so right side of the fabric down. It's heavy. What did you use, Daisy, other than Wi-Fi? I have a wire. You know what I mean? When you hook up your phone connector from the modem to your computer. That's what I normally do. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I literally forget to put my computer on the what I call hardwire internet. I think that's what it's called. I don't know if I just call it that. I might call it that incorrectly. Yeah, and my internet is more secure when I'm on cable internet. But my husband's here, so he has it on his computer. Because he has to buy his own cable soon. Okay, so one more piece of fabric. I think it needs a little bit more blue. Okay, so right side of the fabric down. It's just a little piece that's missing right here. Perfect. So now this one is done. Right there. Okay, now give me 1 second while I go cut this out to size. Okay, guys. So here's this one. This one's a little bit more scrappy. But that's okay. We can use smaller pieces on the next one so we can get more fabric. It is a little bit more fun when you have smaller pieces and you can get more fabric in here. But that's fun. Let's do one more. Isn't it fun? Just get out your little tissue paper, you guys. Cut it to your size. You can cut it to the size of the covers you're going to make, or in my case, like I said, this is going to be for the inside. So, oh, you know what? This is such a pretty fabric. This is beautiful fabric. Okay, let's do this one first. Just these pretty fabrics just get you so excited to start a new product. So this next collection is going to be so pretty. So face down, right side of fabric down. That's what we want. It doesn't really matter where you start. But actually, do kind of no, let's do another one like this. Let's do one more like this, and then we'll move it to something else. Oops. And so. Sometimes you go crooked, it happens. Okay, now we iron that back. Okay. I have this really pretty yellow, like mustard yellow fabric with these beautiful roses. Oh, it's just delicious looking. Okay, cool. What's happening? What's happening? Are we okay? Are we okay? That's what happens when I don't get on the regular internet. Oh no. I'm sorry if this video isn't working for somebody in particular. I don't know. I wish they gave us more control over what's going on, but they don't. They don't tell us nothing. Okay, so this is a really pretty fabric right here. Like I said, I'm trying to use smaller pieces. Sometimes it's a little hard because I want to use a piece of fabric. I guess I could cut it in half. I'm trying to get a nice selection of fabrics on this one. Here we go. You do small, wide fabric, narrow fabric, wide, like whatever pattern you want to do. Go for it. Go for it. Oh, I love this. I love this. It's a little wide. I said I didn't want to do wide. I could always cut it down a little bit. Just a little bit. Then this, I like to use little pieces like this to tie tags. They're perfect for tags. Okay. 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 You keep finding things that you want to try. Yeah, that'll happen. That will happen. Okay, so that fabric looks gorgeous. I have this purplish fabric, which is just tall enough to work here. Okay. It's looking so pretty. And that's it for that side. Now we work on this side. Can put some of this purple. Oh, you see how like weird shape this fabric is? Why is it so weird? Let's just try and even it out a little bit. Okay. That was working. Nope. Okay, but overall that kind of evened it out a little bit more for the space that I needed. Okay, good. Good enough for me. Yep. The piece is trying to run away. Okay. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. Right side of the fabric down. I kind of want to put my sewing machine on wheels so that I can. Sometimes I need to push back. Sometimes I need it. Like, I wish I was on wheels. Is that a thing? Has anybody done that? Or like on a shelf that like comes out and goes back in. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking I need. So I'm literally like lifting it up with one hand and moving it. I feel like I'm working out. Like my abs are kind of working out right now. Who's here? Who's here? The Jersey Crafter. Hey, girl. Hey, Journey of Crafting. Hi. And Jane. I already said hi to Jane. Okay, just making sure I said hi to all of the crew kids. Okay, so let's see. I don't think this is white enough, but who cares, right? Like, who cares? Okay, we'll pick one. We'll pick one. I have the yellow. Okay, we need this. Oh, that's too short. But I don't think this is wide enough either. No, it's not. Like I said, you can lay it down and then fold it back a little bit, and you can see if it's gonna have enough fabric or not. In this case, it's not. I put all my pieces that were big enough in this box, and that's what I keep looking through. Guess this piece. No, that's too short. I need a nice wide piece. Did I already use that? Okay, I haven't used this fabric. And I believe this is just wide enough. Yep, this should be wide enough. Okay, so let's cut it down to size a little bit. I still cut it too wide, but eyeball it. And we're gonna iron this. Oops, I shouldn't have touched that metal part. Okay. Now that it's ironed, right side of the fabric down. Okay. It's just my sewing machine moving back and forth on my desk. That's all. Okay, you guys, that is that. That is that for my live for today. But do come back tomorrow. I'm gonna have to cut this one slightly smaller. That's okay. So do come back tomorrow. I think I might get started on my new junk journal collection, which is the little golden book. But I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today and for hanging out with me today. We'll have some more fun tomorrow. And I hope you guys try this out because it's really not hard. And you probably already have the materials at home to do the scraps of paper and tissue paper and a sewing machine. That's really all you need, and an iron. That's all you need to get this project done in particular. So I hope you guys, like I said, try it out and have some fun with it. If you do try it out, leave us a photo in my Facebook group so we can see it and enjoy your beautiful work together. So thank you guys so much for checking out my store and for watching my channel. I will be back. I hope you guys subscribe and join my giveaway. I have a giveaway. I'll post the link at the end of the video and down below also, so you guys can win one of my junk journals. So yeah, thank you guys so much for all the fun. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.